Aquarius, hello. Ooh, sorry about that. This is your April 2021 monthly reading. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you're unsure of your Sun, Moon, or Rising signs, I left a link down below in the description box for how to find that information. You just go plug in your birthday and time, and it'll show you what all the astrological aspects were on the day that you were born. It's totally free. You don't have to use the site that I give. You can Google as well. There's so many sites like it, but it's a lot of really cool information for understanding, your personal astrology. So we are looking at April, and the big thing happening in April is the Aries new moon on April 11th. And it's a very powerful time for setting new intentions, for manifesting what you want in your life. If you're into manifesting, a lot of people use the Aries new moon as a time to make vision boards or treasure maps. Something that they can visually focus on, what kind of goals and things that they want to manifest into their lives for the coming year. So it's something to think about as we go through this reading. So we are going to start off with your own energy for the month of April 2021 Aquarius, and we have the Five of Wands. So some of you may be feeling very conflicted. You may actually be in an argumentative situation right now. I don't feel like a mountain of negativity with this. I feel like you and a lot of other people are just trying to get one another to see each other's perspectives, and that while it can be contentious at times, it's not really malicious or anything like that. But I do see you in this moment where you're really trying to get your viewpoint across, and you're really trying to get other people to understand your viewpoint, while at the same time, each person is doing the exact same thing. And then for some of you, it's just an overall sense of being conflicted and maybe not really knowing what decision to make right now or where you want to go, and having like an internal conflict rather than this being an external situation. We're going to look at external energy that is affecting you this month, and we have the Queen of Swords. Nice. For some of you, this can be an actual person who's, very strong with the way that they communicate, for better or for worse. I feel for a lot of you, it's a situation that's knocking you into this Queen of Swords situation where you are going to have to speak up. It can definitely be a continuation of this right now, where you're going to have to speak your mind and be truthful and advocate for yourself. You may also be speaking for somebody else. And then for others, it's another person coming in that you are speaking to, and that's going to help you better able to communicate what you're feeling, and who's also going to be able to, like I said, you may have to advocate for yourself, but somebody else might actually come in and be that person for you, to help you advocate for yourself and sort of like inspire you what to say, or how to go about it. And then looking at energy that is challenging you. And as I've said to all the other signs for this month, when I'm talking about a challenge, I'm talking about a positive challenge, something that is very motivating. I've used I've likened it to a personal trainer who, when you don't think you have any more squats in you, is like, I know you can give me just two more, and they challenge you, and then you do it, and you're like, oh my God, I can do it. So that energy that's just like lighting that little spark for you and is prompting you to move on. And you have the Hanged Man. Okay, cool. So you're challenged to change your perspective, to stop for a moment and, take a breather or take a break and just kind of look all around you and look at things from a different perspective. And that may help you with this situation right here, right? So when we're in like a conflict and everyone's just, trying to get each other to see different viewpoints, and you're trying to get people to see your viewpoint, sometimes shifting your perspective a little bit is going to make that moment a little bit easier. But even without that kind of situation, it's just looking at the world a little bit differently and seeing, is there something I missed because I was looking at things in one way, but if I shift my perspective, if I change how I'm looking at things, maybe I'll pick up on something new, right? So definitely changing the way you view things is going to be beneficial to you this month. Energy that is helping you. We have the King of Cups. King of Cups is very measured and controlled emotionally. Not cold, not in a cold way. You know, this dude is like, you know, very zen, open, loving, lovable. Gives love, but is in control of all of that, in touch with his emotions, very comfortable with his emotions. But when it comes down to business, is able to set some of that aside if need be, so that it doesn't get in the way of, doing business or getting things done. And, so this can be somebody, this can be, a lot of people have gotten like similar energy in the same area, but this can be somebody who is like a therapist and who can help you, find some emotional healing, or, if you want to control some aspect there, can help you figure out how to do that in a very healthy way. This can be you just mastering some of your emotional health as well, and getting in touch with your emotions, and getting in touch with how you express those emotions well, and being more free to express your emotions. Energy, we're looking at hopes and fears for the month, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. So when you're talking about hopes and fears, we're thinking about the Ace of Pentacles is, that's new beginning energy, and pentacles are your wealth, your resources, your money, your job, your relationships, your health, your body, your relationship with the earth, so this is how are you viewing, all of those things. There's definitely some sort of like a new idea, new opportunity that you're thinking of. A new opportunity may have been presented to you, especially, and it's back and forth in your mind. There's a lot of hope when a new opportunity comes towards you, but there's fear as well. Like, what if it doesn't work out? What if it's not meant for me? Is it too good to be true? So it's definitely good to take a look at that, from both perspectives, the perspective of hope and the perspective of, not exactly fear, but caution, right? And, examine the way that you're feeling about any opportunities that have been presented to you recently, and examine the way that you're feeling about any potential new beginnings. And it could even be, not necessarily opportunities presented to you like from some other source, but from within you, an idea that you came up with, a decision to change your job, or to change, what brings you your income or your money, and you're going back and forth with those hopes and fears. So it's definitely, you don't want to run away from your hopes and brush them off as unrealistic, and you don't want to run away from your fears because they're there for a reason. So definitely explore both of those aspects. All right, energy that you want to avoid in April. We have the Five of Pentacles. It's avoiding a feeling of lack. It's avoiding, poverty thinking. And it's very easy to get into that lack, the fear of lack and that poverty thinking. Now, some of you may be in actual poverty. Some of you may actually be lacking resources, and you may be in need. And there's, it's not right of anybody to tell you to not fear that and to not worry about it. Obviously, you have to, that's something to worry about. We're being realistic here. But if there's areas in your life where you're not lacking, areas in your life where you're a bit more stable and you have a bit more, more resources, to not allow, that sort of feeling of, not having enough to creep in. Additionally, with the Five of Pentacles, I often remind people, to be open when you need support. If you need assistance, if you need financial assistance, if you need assistance with any other resources, if you need help with even healthcare, be open to reaching out and asking for help and receiving support rather than trying to go it alone. So if you're finding yourself in that situation, avoid the idea that you need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and just do everything all by yourself, and because it's a sign of strength or whatever, and that, thinking that asking for help is a sign of weakness. It's not. One of the strongest things that you can do is ask for help. So, you can be avoiding, that lack mindset, that mindset of not having enough, even if you do have some resources available to you, but also avoiding if in areas where you do need help, where you do need extra resources to, feel secure and feel safe to just reach out and say, listen, I need help this time. I need help for a little while, and, allow yourself to be assisted. Some extra advice, final advice for you for the month of April. We have the Two of Cups. And so the advice to you is to keep things in harmony. The Two of Cups has appeared, I think, a lot for a lot of people. And, no surprise, we're balancing things out in our life. We're trying to, just make sure that you are making decisions that are beneficial to your health and beneficial to, and when I say health, I don't just mean your physical health. I also mean your spiritual health and your emotional health. So as, you're going through the month and, whatever's happening, when you make decisions, when, things are presented to you, to make sure that nothing is knocking you out. You're not making a decision that's going to knock you out of alignment, and that's not going to be detrimental to your physical, mental, or emotional health. And energy coming at you throughout April, we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is lovely. So, Knight of Pentacles is very hardworking energy. There's stability there. It's very slow moving energy. So when you're looking at the opportunity for success and the opportunity, the opportunity for success and more abundance and greater opportunity itself, that is there. But it's not exactly quick. The Knight of Pentacles is very slow and steady energy. He's successful and he's hardworking and very, very strong energy as well. He just doesn't move fast. And sometimes that's what you need. You may be tempted to move very fast to have this sort of new opportunity, or move very fast to get out of here. And, the Knight of Pentacles, the message there is that, there is more coming, that's better, that's more positive, that's more abundant. It's just not like zippity-doo-dah fast. It's just zippity-doo-dah. What the heck? It's zippy. It's just not zippy is what I'm trying to say. Zippy. I don't even say zippity-doo-dah. What the heck? Anyway, so it's that energy of slow and steady wins the race, which I know you didn't come here to this reading for slow and steady wins the race. You came here for me to be like, oh my God, lottery ticket, lottery ticket, lottery ticket, lottery ticket. It's all going to be better tomorrow. And I'm sorry, but, there is this message of, better things tomorrow. It's just that as a slow road to tomorrow, a slower road. It doesn't mean it's taking you 20 years. It's just not that quick. And that's for good reason, because sometimes when we, jump too quick at an opportunity or we just, make quick decisions, sometimes we make mistakes, or we don't view everything with a very practical eye, and we don't see all of the details because we're moving too quick. And so this Knight of Pentacles is a reminder that, sometimes it's best to move slow and to look things over with a fine-tooth comb, and, to read all of the fine print before we're making decisions, before we say yes to something, and that doing so is going to protect you, and doing so is going to put you on a better path to prosperity. All right, I'm looking at your oracle cards. I'll tell you, your cards, Aquarius, coming out were just flying everywhere. They were very quick. They were very quick, but then you end up with this Knight of Pentacles. All right, we have birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. That's great with the Aries new moon energy that is coming up, thinking about what do you want your new world to look like? Do you have creations? Do you have these new ideas, something creative? And it doesn't have to be, when I say creative, I don't mean like artistic. It's just, something that's unique about you, that you need to bring forth. Definitely let yourself dream big about that, right? And what does dreaming a new world look like to you? It's something to really think about with that Aries new moon. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. This one's a bit more on like the very spiritual side, calling for help from, if you believe in angels or spirit guides. Some of you may believe in, a higher power, God or Buddha or Yahweh or Allah, Jesus, any amount of gods and goddesses. Some of you may commune with saints. It's speaking to those higher beings. Some of you may not believe in any of that, and it's just about your higher self, but however you encounter like divine energy and spiritual guidance from a realm a little bit outside of here, it's calling for help with them and allowing yourself to be guided with them. So definitely getting in touch with that part of your spiritual side if it's something that calls to you. All right, Aquarius, had a lovely reading here. It was actually, I think this is like my quickest reading of all of them, but like I said, your cards were just like bam, bam, bam. They were just very assertive. So if you have any questions, if you need anything clarified, please let me know. I hope this resonated for you, and I am sending you tons of love and blessings. If I am hoping that you are feeling safe and healthy and happy, and I will see you all next month. I thank you for allowing me to read for you, and I hope you have a fabulous day. Thank you. Bye-bye.